again, Tantric Travelers. I'm sorry for the interruption. I ran out of juice on the camera, and Loki was gone for all that time while I was uploading and deleting, and now he's back. But I think only his tail wants to be on screen this time, so we shall see how long that lasts. And in the meantime, let us continue to celebrate the beautiful Leonine energy, which has been such a rejuvenating, heart-filling, incredible time of playfulness and socializing and celebration and fireworks and campfires and all of the amazing things that this season can bring, especially in the part of the world that I'm in. And to celebrate Happy Birthday Leo season, I'll just light a little Palo Santo. Leo is also ruled by the element of fire, of course, and the sun is so scorchingly hot. I mean, let's face it, Leo is the energy of the desert, the savanna. So we're talking that beautiful golden sunlight. And we just love to have our nap time in the afternoon and to wake up and party at night sometimes during Leo season. So all of this is good. All of this is welcome and sacred, and I'm so blessed by your presence, Loki. Thank you for your presence, my darling. Also, I do want to mention that although I was talking about Sekhmet before, there are two other feline deities. There are more than two, but the ones that I am acknowledging and remembering in this moment are Bastet, who is the domestic cat goddess, and yes, Bastet, bless you, Loki, and also the beautiful familiar of Sekhmet herself, of the lion-headed goddess herself, is the domestic protector Bes. So a variant of the goddess Bastet, and Bes kind of looks like he's like a dwarf with like a cat face, kind of like half cat, half owl looking. And I think Loki has that Bes energy. Here, Loki. Sorry for... I'm sorry, but it's, I'm not sorry, and who am I to apologize for a cat? They're such incredible creatures. So I remember watching a cat, this tiny little cat, long-legged, young kitten. Somebody had put, jagged pieces of glass and wire sticking out of the cement on the top wall that was, that was defining the outside of their yard, of their house. And so thieves won't walk the wall or won't climb over. They're really, really sharp pieces of glass and broken bottles. And I just watched this cat just like so efficiently, quickly, and gracefully just completely step in between these assorted, kind of almost an unplanned kind of design of jagged pieces of glass. And cats are so amazingly adept at perceiving the relationship between their own body and the ecosystem that surrounds them, and that includes the way that felines hunt. They never overhunt, ever. And they tend to, just the nature of the predatory intelligence is to call the weak members of the group, of the animals that they hunt. So they will get, if jaguars will catch the least adept fish or the injured fish, and tigers will catch the deer that have been abandoned by their mother for too long. And lions will catch the injured or elderly members of the herd who are ready to give up their place in the ecosystem. So it's very beautiful, this kind of surgical precision which with felines operate. And I absolutely adore the feline energy, and it's also a very sacred feminine energy and a very receptive energy, or a balanced energy. Loki, Loki, Loki. Loki is definitely not being low key today. Will not leave us alone. And that's beautiful. I don't want to be left alone by Loki. Okay, so let us try, if we can. I know the camera angle's a little bit odd, but let us try, if we can, to give you your reading. So we're going to have 3 options today, and those options will be the jaguar head, will be number 1. Loki, do you like the jaguar head? Loki likes the jaguar heads. And option number 2 will be the tiger's eye necklace. Do you like the tiger's eye necklace, Loki? Do you like the tiger's eye necklace? What about this? Okay, Loki likes the tiger's eye necklace too. And what about the celestial seasonings? Is this your favorite, Loki? Is the Bengal spice your favorite? He's really giving it some kitty cat love. It's getting the full face rub. Okay, so those are the 3 options. And let's start with option number 1. Jaguar. Jaguar. This piece is from Mexico. Hi again. I've just closed the door and Loki's in the kitchen now for a minute. So this beautiful jaguar pendant I got in Mexico City, and the jaguar is a very sacred feline in Mexico and Central America. And the jaguar is one of the most incredible felines in that she hunts through all echelons of, the caves. She knows the caves, the underground cenotes, and those subterranean caches, and the surface of the jungle. And then she also hunts in the canopy, and she's considered to be a shapeshifter, magician. Jaguars hunt on land and in water. They love fish, and they also eat birds and any animal that they can stalk and prey upon effectively. And they require a great deal of space to live and to thrive in their ecosystem. It's like 500 square kilometers per cat. So they tend to be solitary, and that is mostly because there isn't enough intact jungle ecosystem, for them to actually have enough food to hunt now. And that breaks my heart, but I do have friends in Belize in Central America who support the preservation of the habitat of the jaguar in the Jaguar Corridor, which runs all through Central America from Mexico down to pretty much Panama almost. And they help preserve the ecosystem, by buying land and respecting the land and not allowing building or poaching on the land that they take care of. And that's a beautiful thing. And I thank those friends, and I thank everyone who is as sensitive to our beautiful planetary parent and the ecosystems that we thrive in and we want to continue to thrive in as our feline brothers and sisters are. So here's to the kitty cats too, my friends. We love them. And okay, so the questions today, and we're starting with Jaguar. The question is, for all of you who picked Jaguar, for what are your guides and ancestors most proud of you with their lion heart, guiding, protecting you with their kindness and their wisdom, and pride being, you know, the name of a group of lions. So what are your guides and ancestors most proud of you for? Jaguar, Tantric Travelers. Let's start with the Night Sun Tarot. So we have, interesting, the Devil in reverse. Beautiful. And we'll take one card from my Ancient French Tarot, which was actually, I think it was printed in Germany, but it has French language titles on it. So, for what are your guides and ancestors most proud of you? Okay. Seven of Swords in reverse, so two reverse cards. So there's a lot of healing going on, a lot of healing. And let's take one from the Gypsy deck from our kind, wise Gypsy grandmothers. For what are pile number one? Jaguar people. What are their guides and ancestors most proud of them for? Okay, and we've got the Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands, and 10 of Cups. So that's a lot of cards. And on the bottom, the Nine of Pentacles. So very interesting energy. So the Devil in reverse is really talking about a spiritual progression, really understanding and freeing oneself from bondage to ideas or beliefs that either weren't true or weren't yours. And these ideas, beliefs can create thought patterns, and thought patterns can create actions and misguided intentions if they're negative. And actions can create karmic energy, which leave us and continue to sort of steer us and hold us into places of bondage, where we are not satisfying our souls and we are not fulfilling our soul impetus or our destiny here in this lifetime. So to see the Devil in reverse is acknowledging that. I mean, the devil has a lot of other meanings and not all of them are negative. So we want to acknowledge that it's a beautiful thing to enjoy the material world, and it's a beautiful thing to enjoy life in the 3D here on Earth, but that there is more than just 3D available to us in our multifaceted soul consciousness, and even in our senses, you know, in our extra senses or our extrasensory abilities, including the abilities of our sovereign divine human heart. So this is a huge victory that you are underway healing this. And beside it, I'm seeing the Seven of Swords in reverse. And this is talking about not fooling ourselves anymore, and, you know, not being self-sabotaging, which is one of the greatest unconscious crimes that we commit against ourselves in this lifetime as humans. That it seems easier sometimes to just go along with things and to pretend or convince ourselves that what is expected of us by our society, by our friends, by our families, by unconscious or semi-conscious ideals that we have held or mores that we've picked up, that it's okay to just go along with it. And that kind of self-sabotage is detrimental to ourselves, and it usually leads us to sabotage external relationships with other people by not living in our authenticity. So to see the Seven of Swords in reverse is confirming and affirming that this healing is really occurring for you. And I feel like you're right at the beginning of an ascension process and you're really doing the work, Jaguar people. You're really waking up and you're really doing the work step by step. And even though a lot of things may be shifting and changing in your life, as you take these steps towards more and more authenticity, the work that you're doing is seen and appreciated by your guides and ancestors. And the Eight of Pentacles is showing that. And it's showing that you're determined to live your life as your authentic self. And you're determined to reconnect with your soul's path. And I'm seeing some success in this already. I'm seeing the King of Wands here that your gypsy grandmothers are congratulating you on. And this could also be, an ancestor as well. This could be one of your maternal male ancestors. So from your mother's side, and that can be, specifically from a family bloodline, but it can also be from, a spiritual belief system or a part of the world or animals, plants, or minerals that your mother's side kind of resonates with. And that will mean different things to everyone. But I'm seeing that the King of Wands coming out means that there's a great deal of spiritual determination, and there is some mastery that's occurred in understanding and being able to look out and look over, the areas that you want to be in sovereignty in your own life and to go for it. And I'm also seeing that there is greatly increasing, as we speak and coming in the near future, greatly increasing happiness and joy, contentment and harmony in your environment. So it seems like, this King of Wands is kind of a leonine energy. It's kind of like the Lion King energy. So what I mentioned previously to felines and other predators being so sensitive to hunting in their environment that they usually only call the weaker members of their prey systems. And I think that's what you're doing here, Jaguar people. I think you're getting rid of anything which does not serve you and does not serve your family and your community and your ecosystem. And that can be in your diet. That can be in what you use, what you throw away, what you recycle, what you stop using, the small habits that you change in your hunting and gathering, your daily bread and your daily sustenance. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling major dietary changes, maybe going to more natural food sources, and really thinking about your body and the optimum performance of your body, but also about how that relates to the environment around you. And I'm also seeing some financial independence that is kind of emanating in your ecosystem, in your energy field. And the Nine of Pentacles is different. You may be going into business for yourself in one or more side hustle type things, and you may be starting to feel the contentment and satisfaction that comes when we work for ourselves or with our own personal stream of abundance, and start to have faith in our most personal stream of abundance. So that's beautiful. Congratulations. Okay, let's move on to the Tiger's Eye bracelet, another favorite of good old Loki. I know they're conjoined, but here, pile number 2 will be this Tiger's Eye bracelet. Tiger's Eye is such a beautiful golden brown stone. It really connects us with the earth and with the ley lines of the earth, and it also protects us. If you're a traveler, Tiger's Eye is one of those stones that protects, and it also has to do with authenticity and loyalty, so that's beautiful. And clear vision for sure. Being able to see with your solar plexus energy and being able to follow you know, that path of will to what it is that you desire. Okay, so with that, what are your guides and ancestors most proud of you for? And if there's any advice on where you need courage, then we will ask for that too. Okay, Tiger's Eye. Okay, so you have the Hermit from the Night Sun Tarot. How about the Ancient French Tarot, Guides and Ancestors of Tiger's Eye? What are their ancestors and guides? What are you most proud of? The Tiger's Eye, Tantric Travelers. Okay, we have two. We have the Moon in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. And interesting, from what I call the Gypsy deck, the grandmothers. Okay, I see it. So we have the Hermit to start with. So you have gone within and you have found your own light, Tiger's Eye bracelet, Tantric Travelers. And it is your own inner star, your own inner solar parent that now shines and is guiding you on your own path. And I feel like there were many things revealed to you recently, and this could even be in the last lunar cycle. So the lunar cycle of Leo, new moon in Leo and full moon in Aquarius that we just passed through. But anytime you watch this video, this could resonate. So you've just discovered some things about yourself, some secrets about yourself. You shone the light within and you looked and you asked, and these things rose to the surface. And that may not have been a pleasant process. It could have felt a little shaky or scary or uncertain, like walking on a path in the dark with no moon. But you're continuing to have faith that you can know yourself better, and that this self-knowledge will bring you victory. And I'm feeling like there could have been a period of anxiety that is now easing for you. And I feel like you're treating yourself and you're dealing with any obstacles or any uncertainties or any anxieties step by step. And that you can clearly see that victory is coming to you, and you're envisioning it, and you're trying to release doubt and hold on to hope. And for this, your ancestors are commending you and applauding you, because it's not always easy to do. And they are sending you a message of love with this Jack of Hearts or this Jack of Cups. And you may even be receiving a loving message from someone in your family or someone who feels like soul family. And this could be coming at a time where you're beginning to give your love to yourself in a full way, and you're opening up to yourself and really loving and caring for yourself the way that you once did for others. And that what is returned to you all of a sudden seems to be increasing, which is curious, because you thought it was the other way around. You thought the more that you gave, the more you deserved back. But that didn't seem to be the right equation for you. And now what I'm seeing is that the more love you give yourself, the more you begin to open that channel to receive it from others and from the universe and from your world and the life that you've created. So that's beautiful, very beautiful. Congratulations, Tiger's Eye bracelet. So I feel like a lot of family issues coming to the surface and coming to resolution, and you coming out on top, like win-win-win, So that's beautiful. I forgot to ask the pile of where you need, the first pile of where they needed courage, but I'm going to do that here for you. So where do your guides, your ancestors feel that you could use some courage? Wow. So you've got the Page of Cups. Very similar to this Jack of Hearts energy, and it's about, communicating your emotions. It's about communicating how you feel, and also being open to receive those kind of communications. So there could be even a blockage being removed from the heart chakra for you, pile number 2, the tiger's eye bracelet. And the heart chakra is, part of the leonine energy as well as the solar plexus. So I wish you much enjoyment in expressing how you feel, with confidence and with authenticity and with courage, because courage comes from the heart. And when we open our heart and express how we feel in a real way to those who live with us, then we create these opportunities for more harmony and for deeper relationships, and that's very beautiful. So that's what your guides and ancestors are saying, tiger's eye beauty, beautiful tiger's eye people. Okay, good luck. Okay, and pile number 3, the infamous and much beloved by Loki, Bengal spice tea. So the questions today are, for what are your guides and ancestors most proud of you right now, anytime you're watching this? And the second part of the question, which I forgot for pile number 1, and I will do maybe at the end, is, where might you need courage? Okay, so the first one, guides and ancestors of Bengal Spice Tiger people. What are you most proud of Bengal Spice for? So we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Death card in reverse. And let's ask the Ancient French Tarot too. For what are you most proud of? Bengal Spice, Tantric Travelers, please. Kind, wise guides and ancestors. 10 of Cups, interesting. Came out for the first pile as well. Okay. And from the Gypsy Grandmothers, for what are you most proud of? Bengal Spice, Tantric Travelers. 5 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so we have both the Wheel of Fortune and the Death cards in reverse. And that's 2 major arcana who came out together and is telling me that there's a cycle that's about to end for you. So I feel like you've done a lot of learning and you are about to go into recovery mode and let go whatever grief, whatever regret, whatever guilt, whatever forgiveness, whatever nostalgia you have for the cycle that you are completing right now. And this Bengal power will help you do that, I hope, because you are sitting like the king of